Oh, you two. Come to finish the job, have you? Fine. Let's get this over.
That's not necessary. It's already over, isn't it?
More or less. I actually forgot what it felt like to die. I almost didn't believe it could happen twice. Thought I'd lose my body again at worst. Now I'm stuck waiting. Unless you two care to hasten my exit?
I was told that's not necessarily our job. Then again, you're also a lost soul like us, right? Or you were.
Yes, it's funny. I thought I had finally found myself after all this time. Guess I played the fool, huh?
Can't exactly judge you unless you tell us what made you do all this. You're not a mindless monster, so you must have your reasons.
As if you care.
I do.
Oh, right. To judge me. Sorry, I wasted enough time alive being judged. I won't waste my death doing the same.
If you're sure then, we can speed this up.
Wait, Raid. Please. He can't hurt anyone else.
Alright.
You. Why do you care?
Because when I was alive, at first I felt like no one cared. Something tells me your story isn't so different.
Even so...
Listen, if you really don't want to, we'll let you be. I just figured you didn't want your last moments to be alone.
I hardly know where to begin. I can't remember having people who cared.
You made it clear you're an actor. Let's start there. Didn't you make friends with the other performers?
I did, but I can't say they really knew me that well. I may as well tell you before I'm completely gone. It'll save us all some time. Now, to begin my final performance. A life story. One told with no regrets.
Oh, I regret this already.
Raid.
My origins are more humble than one might expect. My parents had 5 children, and I was the middle one. My parents were rather image-focused. My father always told me how I was supposed to be, how my actions reflected on our family. The problem was, even when I tried to be the way he and my mother wanted, somehow I was always doing it wrong. If you ask them, at any rate. It was rather difficult. I had to play a part I wasn't suited for and made to feel less than because of it.
Not an easy way to live life.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Still, I dare say I managed to rise above even their expectations. Even though it took a little longer than I wanted, I did have an experience that changed my life. By the time I was a teenager, they had given up on me. My siblings found their callings and got all the attention, so all they expected out of me was to stay quiet and out of the way. Never in all that time did they ask me what I wanted to do, or what I wanted for myself. Until... Until I found my love. The stage. I was looking for a place to be that wasn't my home. It was a chance encounter, but one I could never forget. It was strange. I was just asked to help one of the other actors read lines, but when I did, people started to see me. It's funny, I wasn't even in front of an audience, but it felt like the moment I had been waiting for. It made me feel alive. After that, I started to find my people, to help where I could. And before I knew it, I was even in some of the productions.
Did you enjoy being part of them?
I did, for a while. I was usually a side character. I didn't mind at first. I knew my lines well and rehearsed with my fellow players often. I would memorize the entire show so I could help whoever might need it. I'd even say I knew their parts better than they did. Eventually, I also took up being an understudy.
So, what's the pain point here? I can't say I care as much as Bastion does, but if your suffering was just parents being disappointed in you, you wouldn't go to this extreme, especially if acting did so much for you.
You're a blunt one, aren't you?
I just don't have patience for nonsense. If you want your existence to end with a lie, that's on you. Just don't expect me to play along. So, what happened?
My moments came and went, I suppose, but even that took some time. I was what you might call an unappreciated prodigy. The problem was, there was always someone everyone else felt fit the roles better. I tried to talk about it with the other actors. They promised I'd get my chance to shine over and over, but each time I was passed on. I realized I was just there to be an extra in someone else's show, the same way I was an extra child in my family's home. I was there to do what they wanted, but not what I needed.
So, you resented feeling like you didn't get your chance to be seen. That tracks.
At any rate, I did in fact get my moment. It was a stroke of luck, but another actor fell ill and didn't come one night we performed. No one else knew the lines but me. Finally, my chance to play the leading man, a role I was denied my entire life. One all coveted but none could capture, save for myself. For a while they worried and fretted, but I told them 5 words all actors know.
Autographs are after the show?
No, it's the show must go on.
Oh, right, that makes more sense.
Maybe you're not so bad after all.
I did a little acting for a while. Nothing special. It was fun, but stage fright kept me from really settling into it.
That's ironic. I felt fright almost every place else. In any case, they agreed and I rose to the occasion. Hell, I stole the show. I couldn't see the crowd, but I could feel their eyes on me. I basked in their applause. At the time, it was all I could have wanted, but before I knew it, it got to be my entire life. Even if I was lost in character, I was able to be myself, be seen, at least while I was up on stage. When I stepped down, I was just another face in the crowd.
So is that why those theater masks made everyone look like that? You couldn't tell one person from the other when they had them on.
Yes, it was to make them finally understand what it's like to be an extra in someone else's show. My big moments on stage were good, but not enough for me to make a living off it. I put my life into my passion and took a leap of faith, and found out the term starving artist exists for a reason. It turns out it doesn't matter how much talent you have if you can't find a way to share it. I went back to being a no one again before it was time for my exit.
So the next part of your story is after you died, I'm guessing.
Correct. At first I was scared when I awoke in this world, but I adjusted. What scared me more, though, was watching my body fade and beginning to forget.
Oh yeah, that part's never easy.
You're not wrong. I found out the one thing worse than living with regret is dying in it. I pursued my dreams, but I wasn't able to catch them. I wasn't able to live in the moment where I felt whole, or give myself the courage to make my life offstage more bearable. Those feelings stayed with me, even if I forgot the specifics. Each memory became like a fine gossamer. The more I tried to hold to them, the more quickly they frayed, and the sooner I forgot the details. But that pain and that yearning stayed, on the cusp of my consciousness, teetering there, maddeningly. I wished forgetting meant the pain would go away too, but it was always there, just buried deep down.
Guess it really isn't that easy.
No. Eventually, I just had to know what was causing me that agony. It took me quite some time, but I finally found one of the fabled Tantalus fruits. When I ate it, my body came back, and my memories, but all that hurt made itself known in full. For a time, I feared it would destroy me, but my desire to exist was stronger still. I was able to turn it into power, as you two witnessed. I decided then and there, after my rebirth, that I'd suffer it no longer. I took that shadowy pain and fashioned a new self from it. Something grander, brighter, a star that none could ever dim. Or so I thought. All that while, I took the pain I felt and pushed it onto the world. I wanted everyone to know the hurt I kept hidden for so long.
The pain you masked, right? Going off the themes and all.
The symbolism felt apt.
Did it feel apt to make others go through what you did?
It was only fair. I spent my life in the shadows except for one moment. Did you expect my afterlife to be the same?
No, but as bad as it felt for you, do you think it's right to inflict that pain on others?
It's fair. I endured it. Why shouldn't they?
Why should anyone? Life's not always fair, but you decided to take it out on other people. How do you know someone else didn't endure what you did? I'm not saying you had to lay down and take it, but all you focused on was yourself.
Of course I did. No one else cared. Do you have any idea what that's like?
I do.
You started to say that earlier. For whatever it's worth, I do believe you, but what made a difference for you?
It was just others taking time to be kind. I was an orphan when I was younger. I didn't have parents or siblings or anyone who cared about me. Where I lived was rough. For the longest time, I had to fight to stay alive, literally. What hurt worse than any fist or stone, though, was having to endure it by myself. I started to lash out at anyone in my way, at least until one day. It wasn't until later that someone thought to look after me, and I started to change. It helped me grow into who I am, and even saved my life.
I'm glad to hear you had people who cared.
Me too. I wish you got to have the same. It might have changed things. I can't say I condone what you did, but I do understand.
Yes, well, I won't be hurting anyone else. If nothing else, I appreciate you letting me unburden my soul before it's time. So, when I go this time, I cease to be, right?
Yeah. total oblivion. Same as judgment gives to those who endanger the order of things.
Judgment of a different sort for me, then. So be it. I'll just wait. It's not going to be long now.
However long it is, we'll stay with you.
What? Want to make sure I'm not faking it?
No. You said you were alone when you were alive. It'd be wrong to make you be alone for this.
We'll be here. As long as it puts you at ease, I mean.
Thank you. Both of you. As wretched as this final performance of mine was, I'm glad I could share the stage with you, if only for a while.
Well, looks like everyone's alright. At least at a glance.
Yeah. Now we get to play the heroes. Let's make sure they're all alright. We'll sort out this mess and get back on track.